And we are live. Okay, this is great. So, thank you so much for joining. If you're on the replay, thank you as well for being here. This video will be about why I started teaching English online. Now, I'm so glad you're here, and I just wanted to let you know that my name is April, and I teach English online as an ESL instructor. So, this channel will be about giving you tips or techniques just to level up your game and even for inspiration if this is something you would want to do. So, if you're new here, consider subscribing. Okay, so this is the first time I'm doing a live stream. So if I glance back and forth, it's just so I can look at my notes. I just wanted to write down my thoughts so that I can have everything down and in good detail. And let me know who you are. If you're on the live chat, let me know who you are so I can give you a shout out. So, okay, let's begin. Okay, so why I started teaching English online. Now, to give you the setting, I actually last year, a few months ago, I was in Kansas City doing an internship at the International House of Prayer. It's a Christian internship for missionary being an intercessor. And I was there for about 7 months, coming to Jamaica halfway and then going back. And I completed that. And my dream was to be a full-time missionary. That was my goal. That's what I wanted to do. But things got in the way, some hard stuff, and I had to deal with it. So I came home, feeling disappointed and downhearted. But I decided when I came back that I would go back into my career, my field, which is actually dentistry. That's what I wanted to do. But before I did that, I graduated. So I have my degree and everything. But before I actually did that, I had to save money to. Hi, Miss Denise. Thank you so much for joining. Guys, this is my mentor. She is amazing and she is helping me a lot just to do content creation in the best way possible. Yes, she's great. So thank you so much for joining, and let me know who else is out there. I see two other people, and I would love to know who it is because I really appreciate your support. And let me know if you can hear me well. As I'm wearing my headphones because the audio on my computer isn't really good, so I wanted to ensure that you hear. And this is actually what I wear when I'm teaching online, so you're seeing me how I look most of the time. Um, so yes, thank you. So yes, I came back to Jamaica. Awesome. Hi, Foster. Awesome. Nice to see you. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate your support. Okay. So came back to Jamaica and I had to look for a job immediately. Now I got into a job that's easy to get in. It's at a call center, but it was really difficult and it was hard to do. It was just hi. Hi Ruth. So nice to see you guys. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, let me know if you have any questions along the way. I would love to answer it at the end of this stream. It would be maybe just for 15 minutes, 15 to 30, depending on, the content and the questions. Right. And I'll be looking back and forth, as I said on my paper, just to have my thoughts aligned. So yes, came back and was working in a call center. And that was really difficult because so much demand, so much pressure on you, and it was really hard. It was really stressful. So I told my sister about it, my younger sister. I actually have three younger siblings, really love them a lot. Well, my sister right after me, I told her about my dilemma. And she was like, have you ever considered teaching English online? I've heard of other people doing it. They make about 500 US a month. And I was just like, okay, I'll try it. I don't know. Let's see. So I did some research. And while I was researching, I found many companies. But the only drawback is that many of them only accepted people from countries such as the US, Canada, and the UK. So I was just like, maybe this is not for me. But I just decided to continue searching. I don't know what would happen. So I found out about the company italki, and I talk about it in my other videos because I actually, and you can see it in the description box below if you want to check it out. One of my students on italki is actually here, and I am actually excited about that. So um, I applied to italki. I filled out the application form. I had to talk about my experiences teaching. Now, I don't have a formal experience teaching, but I have done tutoring before, tutoring children, volunteering in Jamaica. And I said, let me talk about that. And they said, any experience that you have is actually helpful and good. So I decided to put that down and I did my video, my introduction video, and I was really nervous doing it. That was one of the few times I've ever done a video for the public. I've done it maybe once before, but uh, yeah, I've gotten students. And just so you know, you can always update your video. I haven't gone around to doing it because I need a time, but it's also a possibility. So yes, I got accepted quickly. So when I did the application, I sent in my application the weekend before. This was in October, by the way. So I've been teaching online for 7 months, and it has been a great experience because so far I'm almost up to my 500. Well, I've almost taught 500 lessons. I'm just like maybe 3 lessons away, and that's in the span of 7 months. It's amazing. I never expected that this would happen. So that's one of the other reasons why I'm excited to tell people about this, because I believe it's a good opportunity if you want to make a side income or even do this full time. On my channel, you can see that I talk about travel, freedom, and purpose. And I just want to explain that a bit. So, the travel aspect is, well, that's something I'm passionate about. That's something I would love to do in the future. And I know that being a digital nomad, whether it's teaching online or other jobs, you will be able to do that more or less freely. Freedom. Now, another passion or another purpose that I have is finding financial freedom. I'm just out of university, have struggles, student loans, the whole work. So I want to work towards having financial freedom and also inspire others and to give others information about that, because I really find that it's so important whether you're young or older. It doesn't matter. Financial freedom helps because not having it, even, it prevents you from doing what you want, and from it prevents you from doing what you dream of doing. So I plan to incorporate videos like that talking about financial freedom, interviewing others that have actually gained that. So I'm excited about what's going to happen there. And the other thing is purpose. Now, everything we do should have purpose. We're all made for a reason, and my desire is for everyone to find their purpose, even if it's for a season. Right now, I believe my purpose is to teach English online. I've been loving it, and I don't know if it will be what I will do all my life. I doubt it, but I have actually gained so much, made so many friends from teaching online. Many of my students, well, not all, but some of my students I've actually been communicating still, even if I'm not teaching them or even if I still am. So I've grown a lot. I believe I've grown in communication, communication skills, being more confident, talking to people I don't really know. If even if I'm not sure, I just go ahead and try my best. I've not been in a position where I have to teach people all over the world, and I've grown so much from it, just to make them comfortable as well as being confident in myself. So whatever your purpose is, whatever your dream is, I want to inspire you to go after it and to do your best. So in short, that is why I started teaching online. And I actually went into why I started this channel as well. And I just wanted to let you know, I wanted you to let you know more about me if you're interested to know, and why it is that I'm so passionate about this. And if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments later on. Right now, I would love to know. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope even right now this video is inspiring you. And if not, if there are no questions, then we can just end here. And what I would like you to do, if you can, if you find this valuable, please give this video a thumbs up. That would be great. And also, let me know what you gained from this video as well. Even if you don't have any questions, let me know. I'm curious. Um, yeah. Okay. Oh yes. It's 500 US a lot. It's not a lot, but it's great as a side income. Oh, I'm so happy you asked that question. This isn't my only job. Right now, it's my main job, but I also do research. I started doing research when I was in university at the University of the West Indies as a part-time job. And when I came back to Jamaica, it was so lovely. My boss hired me again. So I do two jobs. 500 is not a lot, but I believe as a side income, it's great. It's a good contribution. Um, And I believe like other people can gain more or less depending on the time that you are available and also depending on what the company pays or your hourly rates. So there are a lot of factors to put into it, but 500 is like the average of what someone can make teaching English online. And yeah, what do you want to know about me if you're just seeing me for the first time? If anything, I won't draw this out any longer. Okay. Oh, VIP Kid. Oh yes, that's a great company. The main difference would be that with VIP Kid, they actually give you an hourly rate. With italki, you choose your rates. There's a minimum rate though. Right now, it is $4 for half an hour. So you can teach different. You can on italki you can teach 30 minutes, 45, 1 hour, and 90 minutes. You choose your rates just as long as it's not below the minimum. But with VIP Kid, they actually provide the rates. And there's another thing. Oh yeah, VIP Kid only teaches English, and I think they only teach English to children in China. With italki, it's for people all over the world for different languages, and I can be a teacher and a student. So I actually want to do Spanish, and yeah, I plan to take lessons on italki in the future, sometime soon. Soon. Yeah, very nervous. Forgive me. Um, yeah. Oh yes, Miss Denise. Yeah, 500 a month. Is actually a nice contribution. Yeah, I think VIP Kid is cool. Also, they're not a company that only accept people from the US and stuff, other countries, but I I still think they're actually a good company to join. The curriculum, yes, good question. These are good questions. Okay, so on italki, just need to go back. You have two options. You can be a professional teacher or a community tutor. I am a community tutor, and with a community tutor, our goal is to provide conversational lessons. So we help our students by getting them to practice the language that they're learning. They can speak with us through different conversations. Now, it's always good to be prepared because you don't want to be there and there's like a dead air in the class because that's not the purpose. And some students, are not in, well, they don't start excited because they're nervous, so they may be a bit withdrawn. So it's good to have questions up front on specific topics that you can talk about. Sometimes when I'm just meeting a student, it's just getting to know them. So I ask them about their families, their jobs, their hobbies, just things to get to know them, and also what their goals are with learning English, how long they've been learning. It's really good. And they can ask me questions. They can ask about my country, how I teach my lessons, the different formats. And when they're talking, if I notice any mistakes, I I try to correct them when they're finished. Some of them want me to correct them at the same time. So it's also really flexible because different students, they want different things. Just a minute, sorry. Okay. Yeah. So different students want are well, they desire different things. So I can have topics such as talking about your neighborhood, talking about traveling. Sometimes, if I realize that a student really loves, their job or traveling, or they're really passionate about something, I try to have the next topic be what they like, just to get them more comfortable. And if I have them for a while, then I go into other topics. So it's not just, I try to challenge them, but at the same time, make them really comfortable because that's important. Yeah. Oh, some of them plan to actually migrate to the US or to Canada. That's another reason why they're taking language lessons so that they can practice. Um, yes, sometimes I will cover topics like how to order. Sometimes I will cover topics like food from your country. Because one thing I realize is that many students say that when they're talking about food, it's hard because talking about the ingredients or even what the food is necessarily, they haven't practiced that. So that's actually a good conversation topic. But yes, I do that. Sometimes I also talk about culture, what they can expect. If I know something that's different from their culture compared to the country that they're going to, I highlight that as well, just so they're prepared. Yeah. Yeah. So it's been really great having you here. I really appreciate you guys being here and supporting me. And if you're on the replay, thank you as well for watching. This is the longest my videos have ever been so far. Really appreciate you guys. Have a great day. It's the morning for most of us, so I'm hoping you guys are just, yeah, having a great day. And I hope to see you soon. Really appreciate you guys. I will be ending right now. Thank you again.